Previously on Balls.
Yeah, chaos and everything. Not the Sharks practice, though. Poses an interesting question here. Because with Dr. Sherylle Calder, who we've spoken to numerous times when she's working with Ernie and our rugby players and just all these great sports people in particular, all right, our cricketers. She's been working with a few, like Brian Abana. He'd be fine still because he's playing up in France now. So that's fine. He can still call on Dr. Sherylle Calder. But Jean de Villiers, don't think of phoning Dr. Sherylle Calder now, my friend. Not while you're a store man. She's the 39th member of the Sharks coaching staff. Hello, Sherylle.
Hello, how are you?
Yeah, all right, and you?
Yeah, I'm good, thank you.
The other thing that I think is going to be horrific is if the Sharks do not have a flight sponsor, which I think they do. The cost of getting all the coaches over on the away leg of the Super Rugby is going to be astronomical. Well,
Yep.
Welcome to the Sharks coaching staff.
Thank you so much.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
All right, now how did this all happen, Sherylle? In all seriousness, we're just talking tongue-in-cheek, obviously. We'll get to the whole Jean de Villiers issue in just a moment and your other non-Sharks players. But first of all, how long has this negotiation been going? Is it a formal? Are you part of the Sharks coaching team, or are you just sort of helping out?
Yeah, no, it's formal. So obviously Jake and I come a long way. I mean, we worked for the Bulls way back in, I think, 98.
What?
When he was still working with SA Rugby. So it's a long working relationship. Just hold on, I'll be with you in a sec.
Oh, thanks, Sherylle.
Us or the other person?
Yeah,
She's at practice.
Sorry.
You're still at practice, aren't you?
The kickers.
Sorry, I'm going to be walking because I've just got to go and kick for the guys.
Okay.
Apologies for that.
No problem. No, thanks for chatting to us while you're at practice. Yeah. Obviously, I mean, you guys are World Cup medalists. Jake White and yourself after the Rugby World Cup. So, Jake's obviously really touching base and getting in the people that he loved working with that brought success to the Springboks. And I mean, it's obviously not the kickers only that you work with. You're going to be working with the whole hand-eye coordination for all the other players as well. Many of whom you've obviously worked with before with the Springboks.
Yeah, no, a lot of them. I think, people don't always understand a real dimension of the work that I do. Kicking is one component, but seeing space and making decisions on the field is huge. Mm. And those are all trainable skills. We can improve those abilities.
Yeah.
So there are a lot of dimensions to it. Tackling, the ability to tackle is actually, how well you see it, how you time it, what distance you are, and that's all visual information, really.
Yeah, it comes down to anticipation and timing, right? So, using your eyes to actually try and sort of see what's going to happen or what's happening before it happens, and that's why we've seen, people like Brian and Jean and guys like that. Suddenly, lots of intercept tries because their timing has been absolutely perfect. Where they run onto a ball that the opposition had no idea that suddenly it's going to be snatched by one of our players.
Yeah, they almost see it before it happens in a way.
Yeah. Now, what do you do with the kickers? Because it's a different form of the same discipline, but obviously timing is still a key thing there. What kind of things do they need? How does the sort of whole eye coordination and obviously the message the brain sends? Yeah. How does that? How much does it change, or is it very, very subtle? Just a few little things you have to do.
Well, they're basic visual principles, and if you put them in place, you can pretty much do anything. And you can kick. I believe you can kick from anywhere if you have the right technique. And then it's up to the player to kind of develop that around his own sort of individual style. It's just some basic principles, really.
Yeah, because one thing I noticed, and I think you would have been obviously with the Springboks at the time, I don't know how much you worked with Percy, but one thing I noticed that he shortened his run-up drastically. He used to take 1 or 2 paces. Now, was that something to do with what you do, or was that something you picked up overseas?
Yeah, I think there are less variables in place the shorter it is.
Okay.
And if you're technically doing it correctly, you can pretty much kick it from anywhere. So it's about the technique more than anything else.
You guys are in so much trouble this year because now Pat watch, he's probably going to come up with short and run up. He's going to slot everything. Everything, Mr. Hill.
Well, it's not like he really missed.
No, well, no, you were struggling a little bit over the last few months.
No. We're going to work hard, and we've got time, so it's going to be good.
Don't give anything away to these guys, these province guys. Now listen, so Jean, here's a scenario for you, Sherylle. Jean de Villiers picks up the phone, says, Dr. Sherylle, I need XYZ. What do you say? No? Do you hang up?
No, I like helping people, so.
No, but you can't.
No, I'm a bit shocked. So that's what Jake wants. He wants me to work only with a shop. So I'm cool with it.
Otherwise, give him the wrong stuff.
That's very hard to do.
Yes, Mr. Hill.
No, I'm just listening with fascination here. So you involved with the Sharks? Are you full time in Durban, or do you commute from? I don't actually know where you live.
No, I commute. I still do. I do a whole lot of other work as well. So
don't answer that last question. Don't tell him where you
live.
No,
it's not me that you have to worry about. It's John Wallen sitting next to me.
He'll be worse than Reader's Digest, I promise you. Don't give him your
Sherylle is always great to us. Thank you, Sherylle.
Awesome, Sherylle. And I know we've spoken to you at length with, when you were working with them. Are you still in touch with Ernie? Are you still doing stuff with him and some of our other campaigning sports stars overseas?
There's a lot of odds and ends.
That's good. I spread the word for you. I really think that as many of our sportsmen, if they can, and if you can, it's worth them trying. Just get you in and help out.
Sherylle, just out of interest, can a man off the street just walk into your office and say, listen, I'd like to find out more about our gym?
Of course.
Can they?
Of course. Yeah, of course. We do a lot of work with young kids. We've got great programs running kids with improving learning skills, improving their sporting skills. So, and anyone, there's a generic program anyone can do.
Can you not help Darren out because he's got serious fine motor coordination problems? I mean, have you seen him play golf? It's shocking.
In fact, I'm going to go to Dr. Calder because she's now part of the Shark setup and she knows that I'm probably their biggest supporter. So
I'm with the right team now. Now you can work with me.
There we go. But no, if a guy walks in off the street and walks into your office and asks for a double Whopper with cheese, then you know he needs your help. Sherylle, you're an absolute legend. I still love the fact that you're the only double World Cup winning, back-to-back World Cup winning medalist. Great for me, it's great to have you at the Sharks, but it's just great to have you involved with our sport and our sportsmen because in the national interest it benefits as well. Thanks a lot for your time. Good luck with the Sharks and send our regards to everybody there, okay?
I will. Thank you. It's lucky for me being here.
All right, Sherylle. Bye-bye.
Cheers, Sherylle.
Visual Radio. Weekdays from 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. Central African Time. Radio like you've never seen it before. Balls.co.za